You know, the thing is that if you just didn't go to the gym and didn't go boozing, the two would cancel each other out. It would just...
That's the irony of life, you see.
You need both. You need the yin and the yang and the yang.
Exactly.
Shilpa, who do you think Adam's mum was describing?
I think it might be John Travolta.
John Travolta? What makes you think it was John Travolta?
It's that one scene in Greece where he's in that car and putting his hands in his hair and doing that crazy smile.
But Adam's mum wanted to run her hands through the man's hair. I doubt Adam's mum would want to run her hands through John Travolta's greasy...
No, they would
greasy
get...
hair.
Her hands would get stuck, and then it would be awful. I'm afraid that's wrong. I'm very sorry, Shilpa.
Sorry, Shilpa.
But thank you so much for calling in.
Have a great time at the gym and getting drunk and everything.
Yeah.
Just another day for Shilpa.
Another day. Gym and then drunk.
Should do both at the same time. That's the other way to approach it.
Exactly.
Go to the gym drunk. Nikki, hello, are you on the line? Nikki.
I am, hello.
Hello, Nikki, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Have you been to the gym yet, Nikki?
Oh, good. No. I'm actually, I'm on the road, not driving, obviously.
Running?
Yeah.
Just running down the road.
Yeah, running down the road.
Nick, sorry, I got very familiar with you there for a second. Nick, babes, who do you think my mum was talking about?
I think it was Hugh Grant.
Yes, of course it was Hugh Grant.
How did you work that one out, Nikki?
Because I had floppy hair and then I turned the volume down and rang in, that's all I...
Do you think he really is a bit of a boring old stick?
Sorry?
Do you think Hugh Grant is a bit of a boring old stick in real life? Yeah.
I didn't hear it. All I heard was floppy hair.
All she heard was floppy hair and then she started dialing.
She said that Adam's mum said that Hugh Grant came to a party that a friend of Adam's mum gave and he was apparently a boring old stick.
I can imagine that though, yeah.
Having said that, can you imagine what it must have been like for Hugh Grant to go to a party around at my mum's friend's place? I imagine that he was as bored as a stick and maybe failed to disguise it. Anyway, Nikki, thank you so much for your call. Congratulations. Are you excited about that Will and Grace box set?
Very, very excited.
Imagine all the gay fun you're going to have.
Just Jack.
It's going to be outrageous and funny.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call. Have a very nice day. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Here's a free play now from an excellent album of theirs called From A to B.
Great to hear the Smurfs still in work.
Yeah, there's not enough stuff with squeaky voices in there. That's new music, and of course it's not new in any way at all. It's from 1980.
This is Adam and Joe on XFM, London's 104.9. Don't forget we've got an enormous box of goodies to give away. 25 different DVDs, loads of fantastic CDs courtesy of HMV. They're the top dog for Christmas when you buy online or in store at the last minute.
Do you know what? I think they're the top dog for any time of year.
Yeah, we like HMV.
That's
One of the
right.
reasons I like HMV is the staff usually recognise me.
Do they really?
Yeah, and that's what I like.
It's a home away from home for you, isn't it? Now, how are we doing with our Viz ideas?
That's right, listeners. We've been asking you to come up with ideas for new Viz comic strips because we feel Viz needs a bit of a shot in the arm for its comic strips. It is, of course, a brilliant publication, especially Top Tips and the Letters page. But I have noticed that the strips maybe have become a little lacklustre in the last year or so. So, do you want me to read out some of the ones we've got, Adam?
Have you got any good ones?
Well, I don't really know.
Here,
about
I've got
that.
a couple for you here.
Go on.
How about this? David Blunkett, he can build a career and then junk it. And you see it's topical as well.
That would be a sort of topical one-off strip. That's good. Did you make that one up?
I made that one up.
Wow.
I'm thinking of writing for Have I Got News For You. And here's another one. Nina Pescalator, she stands on the wrong side of the escalator.
That's very, very good.
You don't think that's good at all, do you? You're just concentrating on the...
I am desperately trying to find...
computer screen.
Okay, these are the texts we've had. Danny Bunyan, he smells like an onion. That's your basic standard rhyming... that's somebody who's sort of broadly grasped the concept of a Viz comic strip. So It's okay. It's getting there. What else have we got? Then we've got one called The Family Bell, Neighbours from Hell. Basically, the point we're making is this enormous box of goodies is very much up for grabs. If you can come up with a genuinely funny idea for a Viz comic strip. I had The League of Extraordinarily Gentle Men, who fight monsters in a very gentle way. And what was the other one I had?
Maybe we should just give you the box.
Maybe I should just take the box. Is that okay, Lila?
Let's do that. Come on, Lila reckons it's not okay, our hard-working presenter Lila. But we might have to overrule her if you don't send us a decent idea that's better than Danny Bunyan, he smells like an onion.
Okay, we got another. Do you want to hear a couple more?
Go on then.
How about, this is from Alex in Manchester, he says, how about Harry Pothead and the Stoner Philosopher.
That's getting there, but that's very adult. It sounds...
Again, that's just that would be a one-issue one, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Plus,
Doesn't really rhyme enough.
it doesn't
Here's
really
quite a good
scan,
one.
yeah.
Mickey Mouse, the working-class unemployed cartoon character. He's like Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Moose. It's kind of dated. It's good. We've got another David Blunkett one here, but it's too rude to read out.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of rude things you could do with Blunkett.
Yeah. So there we go. So this huge box of amazing gifts, 25 different DVDs, over 5,000... That's not true, actually. But probably over 10 CDs.
Get your ideas in.
Yeah, Adam and Joe at xfm.co.uk or text us on 83XFM to win that amazing box of goodies.
Music, ads and music, and then we'll be back with you. You're right there, Joe. If you just...
Yeah, I'm alright. I just feel sort of beaten up by fashionable krautrock. They're not even, it's Scot rock, isn't it? But they sound German because of their name.
Well, I think the lead singer is Germanic.
Is he?
Yeah.
That was Franz Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand, they're so hot right now. They're top of my poll this year.
Really?
They're top of my poll.
That's exciting that they're on top of your poll.
They're top of my poll.
So we've been asking you to text in with your ideas for a new Viz comic strip to maybe, we don't want to be disparaging about Viz, we love it, but we felt that maybe the comic strips are a little tired. And we've had some very good suggestions in. This is, of course, to win the most enormous Christmas gift box ever given away on the radio, possibly, with over 25 DVDs, loads of CDs, fantastic books and stuff. So we've had some good ideas. For instance, I think in the lead at the moment is... Where's it gone? Pete Chases the Dragon. So basically a comic strip called Pete's Dragon. And it would be about Pete Doherty chasing the dragon, or wanting to chase the dragon, and the scrapes he gets into.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good, don't you
I think it's got a lot of potential.
That's from Shane in Hertz. What else have we had?
I've come up with a couple more.
Go on.
Tony Scrod. He can't decide what to play from his iPod.
That's good. That could be maybe in Word magazine.
What's your problem with Word magazine?
Because they have a whole iPod pull-out, don't they?
Everyone has iPod pull-outs now.
I don't read the music mags, really.
Well, it's
So
Word
I'm
is the
very
best
naive.
of the pile. And they started
What's another one? Have you got another one?
Yeah, I've got another one. Timmy Toole. He thinks stepping out in front of moving cars and raising his hand to stop them in a very nonchalant way is cool.
That's good.
It's
It's a bit long. It's a bit of a wordful, but that
Yeah.
in a way is the joke. Jesus and his cheeses, I quite like.
Yeah, that's not
Jesus
bad.
and his cheeses, that's a classic sort of... They may even have done that before. They had Christ on a Bike, was one of my favourite ones, where Christ got given a bike for Christmas.
You can rail about Viz, but man, you can't beat Christ on a bike.
There's between Iraq and a Hard Place.
That's got to have been done. I don't know if it's been
Kind of
turned into a comic
political.
strip, but...
You know what? There's so many of them now that I'm having trouble actually reading them. It's too exciting for my eyes. It's like the X-Men, but the triple X-Men. They fight villains with porn.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I imagine the porn industry has already applied themselves to that problem. Though.
Probably. So are we saying that the one that's in the lead at the moment is Pete's Dragon?
Probably for the moment, yeah. It's the one with the most potential.
But keep texting 83XFM, Adam and Joe at xfm.co.uk if you want to win the biggest box of prizes.
So Joe,
ever.
what's this weird piece of rubbish you brought in?
Well, you start playing it now, Adam. This is just a little bit of music. It's not very good quality. So this is Nelly, and the exciting thing is he's done a deal with CBBC. Did you know that?
Is that real?
Yeah, he's done a deal with CBBC, and he's going to do the theme tune for the new series of Grange Hill. Give it a bit of juice. Is that exciting news?
I can't believe you're not bored of these things.
I love that.
Isn't there's a bit of software you can buy now which just does it automatically
Well, I
for
don't
you?
care. I think that's fantastic. I've always loved the Grange Hill theme, and it works amazingly well with Nelly.
It's a bit of library music, isn't it, the Grange Hill theme?
Well, it was also the theme to Give Us a Clue, wasn't it? And in fact, it fits with Give Us a Clue better. Give us the clue.
That's
I
right.
can't fit Grange Hill into it. I do listen to a lot of these, but this is the best one I've played in
that's
some time.
certainly-
It's probably very old.
That is a good one. It does sound like you downloaded it from a dustbin.
I
though.
did not do that. I bought it from a second-hand record store.
Okay then. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Here's a track right now from Frank Black. Stick with it. Frank Black, now calling himself Black Frank Francis III. I don't know what the hell he calls himself now, but he is, of course, the lead singer of the Pixies. That was from his fantastic solo album, Teenager of the Year, and you're listening to Adam and Joe on XFM. Joe, have you had any more good little
Yes, I
things
have.
through?
But we're being inundated with them now. These ideas for Viz comic strips, and frankly, I'm having trouble reading them all in time. But we've got Fruits Maneuver. Could be a good one about a guy that runs a fruit stall and shifts fruit a lot. Don't know where the sort of Roots Maneuver aspect of that would come in.
Well, he does it in the Brixton Market.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
He's a black guy, and there's a lot of them in
The
Brixton.
Vicar of Bray team.
That's not very good, is it? What's that?
The Vicar of Bray team. It's like the A team, but the Vicar of Bray team.
That's dreadful.
I didn't mind that, Matt. Matt Craig Green. I thought that was good. Adam hates it. Have you?
That is shocking.
Celine Neon.
What? What about Celine Neon?
She's a singer.
These are rubbish. You
She's
can't just
made
change.
of neon lights.
That is useless.
Well, to give me some of yours again. Repeat some of yours.
Well, why don't you just have Jonathan?
What was your David Blunkett
Toss.
one again, Adam?
All right, that wasn't the best.
Okay, well, don't throw
it was better
stones
than-
when you're living in a greenhouse or
It
whatever
was
it is.
better than Celine Neon. Mine was David Blunkett. He can build a career and then junk it. It's topical.
That's dreadful.
And it rhymes.
What you want is a taste of your own medicine.
Go on, give me one then.
That's dreadful. You're awful. That's rubbish. Ping! Record. That would be a taste of your medicine. Christmas
Is
with
that
the
sorry? Well,
Crumpets.
you can't just carry on like that. Is that your impression of me?
Yes.
That was pathetic.
See?
And it also, totally untrue. Just because I poured scorn on Celine Neon. Are you telling me that you think Celine Neon is
We've
good?
got quite a lot of political ones.
He just
We've
ignores
got a
me.
lot
He
of
just carries
Blunkett
on
ones.
talking as if I'm not here.
Blair Devil. Like Daredevil, but Tony Blair.
And he's the devil.
Yes. We've got someone who sent in President Blair, ... His smile shows he cares.
Brilliant. How about this? President Bush. His promises go whoosh.
So basically, we're still working on it. I think the next time we speak, we'll have decided who the winner is of this extraordinary box of prizes.
I'll tell you
a
what-
lot to shift through.
One other thing that people could possibly suggest for us, which might entitle them to some prizes, are some lyrics that can be read out in the style of a grumpy old man or woman as complaints, you know what I mean? For example, Sign of the Times I was listening to the other day, and it occurred to me that it just sounds like the words of a very grumpy old man. This is by Prince I'm talking about. In France, a skinny man died of a big disease with a little name. By chance, his girlfriend came across a needle, and so she did the same. At home, there's 17-year-old boys. Their idea of fun is being in a gang called the Disciples, high on crack and toting a machine gun. Right? Hurricane Annie ripped the ceiling off a church, killed everyone inside. Turn on the telly, every other story's telling you somebody died. Sister killed a baby because she couldn't afford to feed it, and yet was sending people to the moon. In September, my cousin tried reefer for the very first time. Now he's doing horse. It's June. Get the idea?
That is, it's just a moan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a total
Moaning
moan.
Prince.
It's the moan of an old man. If you've got any similar lyrical moans that you could suggest, then do send them to us. Adam and Joe at xfm.co.uk. Is that correct?
I believe so.
There you go. We'll be back after this.
XFM. Would never know.
It's hard to resist saying something about that every time you hear it, isn't it?
I was reading texts. I wasn't paying attention.
That makes a change. That was Athlete with Wires. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. So what have you been reading then, Joe?
Well, the grumpy song lyrics seems to be taking off. We've got a lot of suggestions for songs that, even though they sound very rocky, when read out in the voice of an old man, would just sound like an old moaning man. I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones would be a good one. I Can't Stand Losing You by the Police, but I'm thinking maybe we should save these up and do one a week.
Yeah.
So I'll save them up.
Well, you've got a good one, a good Marvin Gaye one, don't you?
Well, Mercy Mercy Me by Marvin Gaye I once did for a Radio 1 pilot that we did.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Good times as two old ladies at a bus stop. And it fitted very well. But we should probably close our massive box of stuff competition We've been asking you to suggest a name for a new Viz comic strip. Not that Viz are going to listen or do anything with it. And, well,